All right, we're just going to get started here in a minute. Just a few housekeeping items. We're going to do our best to use our teacher voices. Can you guys hear me in the back?
Thank you.
All right. If you are a student who hasn't, and a filmmaker who hasn't got your reusable straw and your reusable water bottle, here's Carrie over here. Again, if you're a student filmmaker who hasn't gotten your reusable straw and water bottle, you can grab one. Again, we're just going to get started just in a minute. Thank you all very much for coming and joining us. We are very, very excited to be here. For those of you that may not know me, my name is Ben Cogswell, aka Coach Ben, and I am a board member for Monterey Bay CUE. And we're going to have some other MCs. Of course, we have our gentleman in the back, and here we are for our Student Powered Film Festival. So there you have it. Some of you guys might recognize me better from there. But anyway, we're super excited and we're very pleased to have so many of you guys here supporting this wonderful event. Again, we're really trying to highlight all of these wonderful students that are here and giving them an experience that, you know, they may not have had before. So first of all, can we give a big kudos to our student filmmakers?
All right!
So I'll just get on my soapbox just for a little bit, but I want to talk a little bit about just why we are doing this. Number one, there's a book called Audience of One. And what that means is a lot of times when students are producing work, they're doing it for an audience of one. The teacher, the class. And so one of the goals is to give students this bigger audience. Because now, as you've seen through YouTube, through the power of social media, change can be done by students and kids, adults at any age, right? And we see so many negative things on social media. When do we start teaching our students that it shouldn't be just negative things they're posting or just regular things that they're posting? We want students to realize the power of posting things like these wonderful videos. And so all of these videos will be available on YouTube. You'll be able to see them after the event for as long as you want. So Another reason why we're doing this event is, first of all, Earth Day. What's more important than our Mother Earth? Because we only have one of them. And as you've seen a lot lately, all of the plastic that's been in the ocean, the whales dying, how can we start to change that narrative? And so really giving students an extra voice, celebrating Earth Day, and finally, giving students a chance to really shine with technology. Because it used to be, I remember growing up in 6th grade, we did a project where we actually created a book. And that was a pretty amazing project for me to do. But again, who was the audience that saw that book? Now when we're giving these chances for students to do that with the power of technology, these are things that can be all over the globe, that people all over the world can see. And so that's about it for me, but I just hope that you relax, enjoy the showcase. As you know, restrooms are outside. And I think our next, Jonathan, I don't know if you can see the next slide. Welcome to the big show. We're going to talk a little bit about our goals here. I'm going to briefly introduce our board members here. We have Mr. Martin Cisneros. Dickinson, who wasn't able to make it. I'm Ben Cogswell. Over here we have one of your MCs, Paul Dietrich. Jonathan Green, who is in the back for us, manning the camera. We have Jen Rogers, Miss Terry Zamora, another one of our MCs, and Miss Kim Yalda, who is out of the state right now. So they're going to kind of hand out, I'm going to hand it off to them. They're going to also use their teacher voices, so thank you very much.
All right, here we go. I think I was going to say good afternoon, but it's still morning. All right, so welcome everybody. Thank you once again for coming. Again, my name is Paul Dietrich, and I'm one of Monterey Bay CUE's board members, but I'm also a math teacher in Gonzales. Just to kind of overview a little bit of how today is going to go. The main events are that we have 3 grade level bands. So we have a K5, 6-8, and a 9-12. There's also going to be, in between the bands, we're going to have a raffle that's going to be coming up. And we'll do those in between each of those bands.
I'm Carrie. I know Ben did introductions. I'm a teacher on special assignment down in Soledad, kind of representing the county-wide here. We have a few raffle prizes. We're giving away a Kiwi Crates, it's a 3-month subscription, iTunes gift card, I don't know what order they're up here, reusable water bottles. We're giving away some tablets. Tablets, right? Whoa. If only I could give myself a raffle ticket. Right? And how the judges are going to be judging the videos are on these three criteria. It is media and technical, connection to conservation, and creative and innovative. And you can read what each of the criteria is in more detail.
Okay, the next thing is, now I know there's a bunch of kids in here. I know you have your cell phones, right? Does anyone who has their cell phone? Really? Okay, there they are. Now they're popping up. Now normally you're not supposed to have your cell phones in the theater, right? But today, it's okay. Because we're encouraging you to tweet out all this kind of, everything that's happening in here. We want to pour it out onto social media. So if you're on Twitter and you use the hashtag MBCUE and Earth Day, you can tweet out all the stuff that's happening up here. The only thing is that's similar to the theaters. We do want to make sure that we show respect for the videos that are up here. So maybe we just kind of not do that while the videos are playing. But for everything else, go right ahead. Okay, now I think next up we're going to have a list of all of the participating schools. I wonder if you can change the slide. There we go. If not, then I can read them out. But I might be working on it, so maybe I'll read out a couple of the schools. So, the participating schools is that we have Mission Park Elementary School. Where's our Mission Park? Where is Lincoln Elementary School? With Lincoln. Where is Sherwood Elementary? Come on, Elementary. And we got a couple more. We have Montebella Elementary. Where's Hardin Middle School. Where's Hardin? And then we have Notre Dame. Am I saying that right? Notre Dame. There we are. And then we have Monterey High School. Where's Monterey High School? All right. Okay. And now we get to introduce our judges for today. And I'm not sure if we have them in the same order, but we have Mr. Joe Gunter, the mayor of Salinas. We have Mr. Tony Barrera, a councilman for City of Mr. Jose Chavez, who's an officer with the California Highway Patrol. We have Ms. Denise Green, educational administrator. And finally, Mr. Gustavo Serrano, community curator and digital. Okay. So I guess at this time, we're actually going to get started. And the way that we will do this is we're going to have first a whole grade band come up. So I think we'll have the slide up there, and we're going to introduce the kids for the K-5 grade band. So if we can actually have all the kids in the K-5 come down to the front, that would be amazing. If all the kids from your K-5 can come down, that'd be great.
K to 5, K to 5.
Give them a hand, give them a hand on the way down. We're going to kind of line up right over here. We're going to be able to take a picture first. All right. We'll take everything too. We'll do
Yay!
Okay, ladies. Representing the ladies. Woo-hoo!
Right.
Way to go, girls!
There you go. Oh gosh. Scrunch them up.
Perfect. There we go. There we go. We can go on.
Wide angle.
All right, everybody else is smile. Looking extra super proud. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, give him a hand, guys. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So it looks like now we have our very first film coming up. So this one. There we go. Okay, our very first student film. Now this one is called Acid Rain by Emmy Lopez from Bishop Park Elementary School. And what she said is that, so this is what Emmy learned. Acid rain is very dangerous and can be prevented. I also learned how to create a digital video and about graphic design.
Acid Rain by Emmy Lopez. The problem I chose for my STEAM Showcase project is acid rain. Acid rain is an acidic rain with an average pH level of 4. pH is the amount of acid a substance contains. Acid rain is caused by the mixing of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. When they are released into the air and mixed with oxygen, water, and other chemicals, acid rain occurs. Acid rain has many devastating effects on people, marine life, vegetation, and objects. For humans, it can cause a worsen asthma and bronchitis because of the chemicals released. For marine life, it contaminates the water with acid and kills some marine animals. In areas with vegetation, it can dissolve nutrients that trees and other plants need to survive. It also releases aluminum, which makes it difficult for plants to absorb water. For buildings and objects, acid rain can make those objects look aged and battered. STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Math. I'm incorporating science, art, and technology into my STEAM project. I'm using science because my problem has to do with science, art because I'm doing an online flyer which uses graphic design, and technology because I will be doing a digital presentation. A potential solution for acid rain is using more renewable energy such as solar power and wind power. Acid rain is caused by burning fossil fuels. Some major burners are cars and power plants. Carpool and mass trains are not bad options instead of using a car to get to your destination. If we were to substitute some of the burning fossil fuels with renewable energy, then the probability of acid rain occurring would decrease. A few ways I'm taking action is by posting an educational video on YouTube that will hopefully inform people of the dangers of acid rain. I will also create a website using Google Sites. I'm hoping that the people will conserve and protect our environment. Also, I will be creating an informational document online that will contain links to informational pages. I have learned many interesting facts about acid rain. This project really taught me a lot about not only acid rain, but also how to create a flyer, a website, and patterns. It also taught me how to handle such a big project and how to prioritize. In the future, I plan to continue helping the environment. I won't just focus on acid rain. My classmates have come up with some amazing ideas to help the environment. I will conserve water, drive less, recycle, and hopefully much more. Thank you so much for coming to our STEAM Showcase.
Created using Powtoon.
Not bad.
So in between, we'll give the judges just a little bit of time to process the films before we move on.
It's hard to pick a winner.
Okay.
All right, our next film is from Sunrise Cogswell. The title is Just Say No, ... to single-use plastic. Sunrise says that she learned that this conservation project taught her that single-use plastic is a major issue on our Earth, and that this problem has caused plants, animals, and humans to suffer. She also learned that she can make small changes to help our world and that we can make a difference. She learned insane facts on how much plastic we use, which is a massive amount.
Look at the ocean, the nature. Can you imagine our nature being a dump? Do you know how much plastic we use? According to KQED.org, 35 billion plastic bottles and 100 billion plastic bags are thrown away each year. MyLastStraw.org discusses that we throw away enough straws that they can wrap twice around Earth. That's how much plastic we use. Recycling is not necessarily the solution. According to the documentary Bag It, they discuss that more than half of the plastic we recycle ends up in the dump. And that is what we call single-use plastic. So what really is single-use plastic? Well, it's a plastic item we only use once, then throw away. For example, plastic bags, plastic cups, plastic food utensils, plastic food wrappers, plastic bottles, and more. 3 I's, reduce, reuse, and recycle, have more to it. There are 5 R's, but not many people recognize the other 2, refuse and wrap. Refusing means saying no to single-use plastic. This is important because most plastic ends up in the ocean, and all drains lead to the ocean. At our current rate, according to KQED.org, we throw away enough plastic to wrap 4 times around Earth. So what can we do to help? Here are some simple ideas that you can do. Maybe by trapping your little bag. So remember to refuse straws whenever you go to a restaurant. We'll do an unsweetened, please. Okay. Yeah, and then can we also get that drink without a straw?
Okay, without a straw?
Yeah, no straws.
Okay.
Yeah, we really don't need them because it's a waste of plastic.
Okay.
Thank you. And while you go, don't forget to bring your beautiful water. Whenever you order a beverage, don't forget to bring a reusable mug, cup, or water bottle. Whenever you have the opportunity to say no thanks to plastic, be sure to reuse and refuse.
Somebody's bored.
Okay, our next film is by Italia Muniz, and the title is Endangered Animals Protecting the Planet's Wildlife from Extinction.
Endangered animals protecting the planet's wildlife from extinction. My problem was wildlife extinction. So animals that are going extinct are polar bears, giant pandas, koalas, black rhinos, tigers, and snow leopards. There are less than 6,500 snow leopards left in the wild. At least one of them are killed every day. My solutions. Number 1, make your home wildlife friendly. Number 2, slow down while driving.
3, harassing wildlife is cruel and illegal. My action project. For my action project, I symbolically adopted an eagle. I held a family meeting about my solutions. I cleaned and disinfected all my bird baths at home, and I donated money to 2 websites. What parts of STEAM did I use? If you do not already know, STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Math. The parts of STEAM that I use are science and technology. I use science by studying the environment of which animals live in. I use technology by using a computer software to make my calcium. How it's impacting the earth. If one more animal in the food chain goes extinct, one more animal in the rest of the chain might go extinct. Example, foxes eat owls, so if owls go extinct, foxes can go extinct. What I learned that something like a volcano erupting can kill an entire species. Other times extinction will happen slowly as nature changes our world. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. You can help at helpwwf.org and ellendegenereswildlife.org.
Actually, as the judges are judging, let's do a quick show of hands. How many kids, how many people, raise your hand if this was the very first film you ever made? Oh, a couple of them, right? Very good. Yeah, so there's a few, right? There's some in the back too. I see all the hands in the back. Very good. Isn't it amazing how long the video stuff takes? You know, you think like something that takes like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. There's a lot more work that goes into it. So they, all the kids here did an amazing job.
Absolutely.
All right, our next film is called Pollutions on the Earth, and it's by Lonnie Cortez, Damberlin Santos, Alida Garcia, and Ana Lopez. And they said what they learned is about how regular people can take small steps to stop pollution.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be talking about the 3 pollutions, which are air pollution, water pollution, and last but not least, land pollution. Air pollution is caused by fossil fuels and oil. Water pollution is caused by the humans, waste and pollution. Last but not least, land pollution is caused by overuse of chemicals. These are some steps to stop air pollution. You can help stop air pollution by remembering to turn off lights, computers, electronics, appliances when not in use.
Americans at 1.8 billion disposable diapers, 30 million phone cuts, and 220 tires to landfills. More than 80% of the items in landfills are fit for recycling, so instead of throwing trash into landfills, recycle them.
Do not dispose of household chemicals or cleaning agents down the sink or toilet.
little bit of downtime for our judges. So remember, if you are tweeting, you can get on Twitter, you post all these pictures up. You can do the hashtag MBCUE and also Earth Day.
At the end, we will also have a Google Photos album that we will add all the pictures that we take, and we will share it with the Gmail and emails that have been sent to us. So you can always upload your own pictures as well, or check out the pictures that other people took.
Does anybody know how a tree gets on the internet? No. They log in. Hashtag Earth Day humor.
Sweet. Not bad.
Okay, so actually this is our final video in the K5 band. So Jasmine Gutierrez and Maggie Garayon was saying what they learned was plastic is a problem that really hurts animals. We need to do a better job to reuse and recycle materials.
Did you know that there are thousands of landfills in the United States? Plastic drains and seeps into downstreams and rivers, lakes, polluting oceans. Hello everybody. You know, when you throw plastic bottles, the rain takes it to puddles and then there's plastic bottles on the puddles. So when it rains, the water moves the bottles to the drain. When people throw away plastic bags, sea animals think it's food, so they eat it and die because of the plastic bag we throw. Imagine these poor animals dying because of the plastic we throw. Today I'm going to tell you how you can reuse plastic. Number 1. Artists reuse plastic to make accessories to look good for men and women. Number 2. Plastic can be used for toys and supplies for your household. You can find jewelry on the internet, not just gold and silver. You can find reusable plastic to wear to parties.
All right, it's raffle time.
Where's the loot? Oh my gosh.
Okay, our first raffle prize. First one coming out, it actually is a $10, it's like an iTunes gift card. So we have a $10 iTunes gift card.
I can mix them up.
We're mixing them up, okay, we'll see. And so, let's see if I can read these. You can read it.
All right, our winner is number 697-1075.
Oh, there's.
Come on now! Oh, next up we're going to raffle off a reusable water bottle.
Well, actually, you can give that one to her, and we'll.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
She gets 2 for 1.
All right, Mrs. Bradley. Woo!
Let's see, next one coming up, actually it's a little bit more too. We have 5 reusable water bottles and the cooler bag is included.
Yeah.
You get all 6 items. All right, and
All right, and our winner is number 6971085.
Wow.
Winner. There it is.
Yay.
And we got more reusable water bottles.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, you can get out. There's 4 of these.
I tried not to see it.
So I have 2 hands.
All right, the number is 6971077.
You got it?
Okay, so before we get started, now we're actually in the second band now, so we're in the 6th through 8th. So if I can actually ask all of the 6th through 8th students that made videos to come up here so we can take a picture, that would be amazing. So all the 6th through 8th students, come on down. All right, guys, let's give them a hand, please. Couple more from the top. That's it. Oh, we're ready to picture.
Big smiles.
Okay, ready? Big smiles over here.
All right, so our first film in the 6-8 band is Conserve Energy by Marian Cuevas. She said she learned in this project taught me numerous things about conservation and its benefits. Energy conservation is needed in order for our planet to continue to thrive and be a home to many. Energy won't always be here for long, so we should all conserve energy.
Energy is part of our everyday lives. Everywhere we look, we're constantly surrounded by it. Our phones, computers, clocks, lights, cars all rely on energy. We use energy in a faster rate than it can be produced. It is said that Americans waste over $130 billion on wasted energy. Energy has a big effect on us humans, and wasting it doesn't help it at all. Saving energy helps us keep resources in the world last longer. Conserving energy also avoids pollution. We only have a limited amount of energy in the world, and if we continue wasting energy, it will eventually run out. Stop and help by turning the lights off and unplug when all these are unnecessary.
So we're looking at this video, I noticed that she went to a lot of different places. So she did a lot of driving.
Okay, here's another Earth Day joke for you. What
Right.
did Obi-Wan Kenobi say to the tree? What? May the forest be with you. Hashtag Earth Day jokes.
Oh,
As long as it's an A.
there you go.
Raya Martinez. She says, what she learned is, this project taught me how to communicate with the people who helped me with the move.
All right, our last film in the 6/8 band is a film titled White Rhino by Michael Baza, Desiree Torrentino, and Jennifer Escalante. And what they learned is this project taught my group a lot about conservation. We learned what was going on in the world and the tragic news about the last white male rhino. We learned about the different things on how to help the white rhinos and other animals from becoming extinct. We learned so much, and we want to keep doing these type of videos and teach other people about endangered animals and things they can do that can help save them.
Hi, my name is Desiree Torrentino. I'm a 6th grader at Monterey Bay Area, and white rhinos are in big danger of extinction. If you want to know how to prevent it, stay tuned. Monday, March 19, 2018, the last male rhino died on the northern side of Kenya. He died from a back leg infection.
45-year-old male rhino had been living under armed guard at the O.L. Pejeta Conservancy in Kenya. Earlier this month, Sudan developed an infection on his back right leg. He had already been suffering from age-related complications, and the infection worsened his condition.
Who caused this? We humans caused this. olpejetaconservancy.org. It states that part of Asia, Africa, and China, those are the parts in the world where rhinos are harmed more. These are the major reasons why the white rhinos are soon to be extinct.
What do those places do to get to this? China hunts the white rhinos down to get their horns. China culture believes that the white rhino horns have the power to cure fever, cancer, and many other types of other diseases. China believes that the rhino horns may hold different types of different powers. In Asia, they also cut off the rhino horns to sell them. They believe that the horn is a sign of wealth or being important. The horns are around $100,000 or more. In Africa, they also cut the horns to sell them for big bucks.
A number of species are at risk of extinction and are being threatened by industrialization, overhunting. Most of these species get killed due to the fur or oil they produce or as a food source, or reckless population management practices. There are a number of organizations like WWE, NRDC, Endangered that are doing their part to protect disappearing wildlife and last remaining wild places.
Legalize international trade of the rhino horn. People in China are cutting the horns of the white rhinos. Also in different parts of the world such as Asia and Africa. These are the types of things that they do there. They do that to earn money. White rhinos' horns are worth a lot of money. If we legalize horn trafficking, we can prevent other rhinos from getting hurt. It can help save the rest of the rhinos that are left. Every animal has the right to live. This is no reason we should be doing this. If we legalize it there, we'd be less hurting rhinos and rhinos would feel safe and be active.
Harsher prison sentences. Some people do have that permission to go hunting, but most don't. When the person that does not have the right to go hunting goes hunting and they get caught, they don't do much to them. They have done damage to the animals. I believe that we should have harsher prison sentences because that can scare people from trying to hunt down the white rhinos or any type of other animal.
Most people don't really know what's going on with animals. Most people just care about themselves and their own good. People should not be selfish like that. If we educate people and open their eyes, they would realize how important it is to save these poor animals. Every animal has a purpose and a life. It should not be taken away in a matter of seconds. There is no reason you should be killing some animal that has life and helps you. We should take care of ourselves, our surroundings, and others.
Increasing funding and donations. When people are educated and realize what other people are doing to the poor animals, we can start to fundraise for the future and other rhinos or animals that are going extinct. Anything would be able to help any animal. With the money we fundraise, we can be able to get the animals the proper care that they need. We can help them breed and help them stay and not become extinct or be on the edge of extinction.
More raffle!
We want more jokes.
What did one volcano say to the other? I love you. I love you!
Aww. That's cute.
Okay. Our next raffle prize is actually a 3-month subscription to a Kiwi crate. So a 3-month subscription.
And 2 water bottles.
And 2 water bottles.
All right. And this winner is number 697-1065.
Early arrival.
I'm rooted to the ground. Okay, and then second raffle item is we have another set of 6 reusable water bottles. We have 6 coming out this time.
All right. And the number is 697-1046.
Feel free to bring a friend to come down and help you grab them.
Anybody know what kind of hair an ocean has? No? Wavy.
Nice.
I'll be here all day, ladies and gentlemen.
Sweet.
Did we have to pay extra for the comedy?
No, it just comes with me.
Okay. So let's see, we are moving on to our very last band. So last grading band. And so actually, if we can get the 9 through 12 to school for 9 through 12 to come down, we can take a picture. And we're going to be ready to go. All right, guys, let's give them a hand, please. Woo!
Also, just a quick shout out to all of our sponsors. We had sponsors from WeVideo, their online software. We have the Animation Itch and Adventure to a Smarter World. They donated some animation software. Of course, the Maya Cinemas, thank you very much for hosting us. We had Cigna Signs that donated our wonderful banner. A&E Straws, that the students got some really nice reusable straws. Team Dos Area donated the Kiwi crate. Salinas Valley Recycles, of course, the water bottles. Star Market, the reusable bags. And of course, the water for you. Lowe's Fishes Computers, they donated us some refurbished Chromebooks. We had Santa Rita School District. They provided us with 5 tablets. And Monterey County helped us with some of the background stuff and the logistics. So thank you very much to all of our sponsors.
And good job, students.
So our first film is from Brooke and Claire Spilo. I don't know. I probably butchered it, but what they said they learned is before filming this documentary, I didn't know how much ag truly affected our environment. Now I have a better understanding and can educate those who don't know the impacts of it. The impacts of agriculture.
Don't you get sick of it, stuck in the thick of it, making new friends you don't need? Isn't it amazing how everyone's crazy about violence they can't conceive? Why hung around like another pronoun, familiar but lacking a name?
I think the biggest misconception with ag today is the effects it has on the environment. Water runoff being a huge issue. Water runoff is filled with synthetic and inorganic fertilizers normally made with fossil fuels.
So synthetic fertilizers, when they get out into the water, they can cause harmful algal blooms. Algae bloom like crazy, and then when that algae decomposes, the bacteria break it down, it uses up all the oxygen in the water column, and that uses up the oxygen that the fish would need, so it causes fish kills. It's a really big problem for the aquatic environment. Another problem is pesticides. So as we use pesticides on our crops, the pests that we're putting them on develop pesticide resistance. And then we have this thing called the pesticide treadmill, where you have to keep making new kinds of pesticides because the pests are getting resistance to the old type. And so you keep making more and more pesticides to put on because the ones that we've made before aren't as effective anymore.
What are the pros to organic farming over the farming that we do today with regular pesticides? And
so organic farming can still use pesticides, but they have to be able to naturally break down in the environment. And so they're usually not as bad for us, but a lot of times there you have to manage your crops with a lot more manpower. You have to have a lot more people out in your field.
More jokes.
All right, Ben, what did the ground say to the earthquake? You cracked me up.
I like them.
They're funny.
All right. So we are in our very last video, and the film was titled "See the Trash" by Ira Shitankar. And what she learned was we need to reduce our consumption of single-use items as they are harming our environment. Although many people are aware of the effect of trash on the environment, they still prefer single-use items just because it is more convenient.
What is trash? Trash is any material that is thrown away and cannot be used after having been used once. It is matter like plastic or chip bags, styrofoam cups and plates, food wrappers, and so much more. These are the things that are hurting our environment, our ocean. Have you noticed how much trash we're generating lately? When you take out your trash every week, do you know where it ends up? What happens to it? We often believe that once we dispose our trash, it is taken to the landfills and won't affect the environment. However, trash can easily be blown away or spread to areas like beaches or forests, where it impacts the ecosystem and the animals negatively. Many animals die by mistaking trash for food, but even worse is how the toxins released can hurt the environment and are causing problems like the ozone layer depleting. Although there are many things that can be recycled, such as soda bottles or paper, they too can harm the environment. It's really easy to just not think about the trash we generate. So, what do we do to make a difference? Last summer, when I visited my family in India, we took a day trip to a nearby beach. When we got there, I was shocked to see the entire beach covered in trash. I talked to my cousins and uncle, who are locals, about what action they take and see others taking to help the trash problem.
So do you guys have a solution to help clean up all the trash you see on the beach today?
No, we have to go to the desert and clean up the garbage.
So there are a lot of trash cans over here. If you can see one right over there, there's one over there, one over there. But all of the trash happens to end up on the floor.
The people need to be more aware. Everyone knows about the trash, but no one is taking initiative on their own. And for that, everyone needs to come together and help clean up. There are some organizations who help, but the public, who is creating the trash, needs to also come along and help. Overall, the public needs to be more aware of how harmful the trash is, and along with that, there need to be cleanups happening more often. Once a week or even once a month would make a big difference. Despite the fact that the beach had multiple trash cans, the beach was littered with trash. But the trash in the clip wasn't just from people not picking up after themselves. It was also trash that had been swimming around in the sea and was thrown up with the waves. It's really sad to think about how many fish were hurt in this process. My uncle talked about how very few people were actually aware of the issues caused by all the trash. My cousins, who were in 4th and 5th grade, suggested that their schools and community should get together and help clean up. Back in India, there isn't much action taken towards maintaining the cleanliness. Here in Monterey, we see many people taking action towards this problem, but we still end up seeing trash laying around. Maybe not as much, but it's still there. So the real question is, how do we really eliminate the trash? Many people consider using single-use items because it's more convenient. But why don't we use reusable items instead, like bringing your own bag to the grocery store? We have to take more initiative towards reducing consumption of wasteful materials. If we don't try to be more eco-friendly and stop using materials that are harmful to the environment, issues like ocean acidification, air pollution, and even global warming are only going to get worse. It's not easy to do so, but if we really want to stop these issues from growing, we all have to contribute to make things better.
Paul, did you know that I have an obsession with wind farms?
Really?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Okay.
I don't know if it's so, if it's just, they crack me up, and so I like want to laugh really hard.
Neat.
I find myself so funny.
All right, that looks like, okay, so now this one is a little bit of a biggie. So this next item is actually an HP Slate 10. It's an HP Slate 10, I think it's a tablet, and we have 2 more reusable water bottles.
Okay, I'm picking it out. Here we go.
Pick me, pick
All right,
me.
we have 697-1073.
Ah.
I was gonna say, must be present to win.
Right. Awesome. Good job. Just for being here.
Okay. Second item is actually going to be a replica. So we have 2 more reusable water bottles plus another HP Slate 10.
Wow.
All right, here we go. 697-1070.
One right before me. There it is.
There
Very well. There you go.
All right, congratulations.
Cool. Happy boy, happy boy. I don't get to see him.
Do you guys know how to cut an ocean in half?
Ah, yes.
How? Well, you were going to say with a seesaw, weren't you? I love the
Not bad.
Maroons. It reminds me of growing up with my family.
They're pretty good though, I like them.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Why did the sun go to school? To get brighter. I think
There you go.
agree with Liam. I think it is. Oh, it is? He said judging these films was harder than running a council meeting.
Uh-huh.
Because they were all really good.
Yes.
And one more thing, can we thank the teachers that are in the room for these students? And give
All right, so we are coming up to the awards, the final section of this day. And so here's for the K5 band. So we're going to start off with 3rd place. So let's see, what might be the best way? If they come down this way, and we can, so
Judges, if you want to come, so you can shake some hands.
they're going to shake your hand. So if your name is called, go ahead and come down through this way, shake the judges' hands, and we can give you your certificate and prizes as well.
If you're in 3rd, it was a mayor. Before they give these awards, let me tell you what. I think all of the judges up here, as we watch this and we go aside, we're all going.
Right.
We thought this was going to be easy. This was very difficult because, and it says the winners, they're all here. I can tell you that from the judges. They're all here. It's amazing to see the great work that goes on in our community. And I was glad the news media was here because they'll get to put that out, that all the good things that the youth are doing. So thank you for allowing us to be the judges.
Cool.
Before starting off, so we have different certificates. The certificates right now, they are for the 1st place winners, but the other ones for the other places are actually coming in. So we are going to start off with the K5 band. We're going to start off with 3rd place first. So our 3rd place winner goes to the video entitled Pollutions on Earth. by Lonnie, Dumberlin, Elena, and
Good job, ladies. Good job.
Awesome. Right. Oh, cool.
You guys want to go to get your quick picture?
Alright, everybody over here.
Yay.
okay. So, slight change of plan. We're going to have everyone come down this way instead. Okay. So this is for our second place winner. And second place goes to the video entitled The Madness of Plastic Pollution by Jasmine Gutierrez and Maggie Reyes.
Picture first. Move.
Okay.
Very well.
And first place winner for the K5 band goes to the video entitled Just Say No to Single-Use Plastics.
There you go. Picture time.
And we have two runners up. And actually for these, both can come down at the same time. So our first runner up is going to be a video entitled Endangered Animals Protecting the Planet's Wildlife from Extinction. So come on down. And second runner up is the video entitled Acid Rain. So Andy, look, come on down. And actually, as we were waiting for the students to come down and take their pictures, we're going to have to find a way for you guys to be able to split what's inside the bags. We didn't know how many students per team were going to be in there, so sharing is caring. We'll say sharing is caring.
Especially on birthday.
Yep.
Thank you.
One more.
All right. So we are now in the grades 6 to 8 band. And we are going to start off. We're going to start off with second place first. So second place is going to go to White Rhino for Michael, Desiree, and Jennifer. Come on down. we have our first place winner for 6th of 8 band. And first place is going to Energy Conservation by Marian Cuevas.
Alright, pictures up here. Smile. Flip one more.
Okay. Okay. So then we have our third place. That goes to Our Earth. So Mariah Martinez.
Neat.
Okay, so we are now in our 9 through 12 band. Just going to go right into first place. So the first place winner for the 9 through 12 band is See the Trash, Ida Shidakar. Come on down. We're watching her video and we're like, wow, she went all the way to India. This mountain.
Look for the camera.
And then we have our second place winner, Impacts of Agriculture. So Brooke and Claire, come on down. Right now is actually if we can get all of the kids, all of the students down in the front for one big picture, that'll be amazing. So all of kids from 5, 6, 8, and 9, 12, if we can all come on down, we're going to take one big picture.
Enough space. Holy cow. Kind of unbalanced there. Yes, please. Go to the right side, please.
Yeah, you guys can on the other side of the judge. Fill up the whole area. Okay, we're gonna let the iPads and phones take a picture first, and then I'm gonna ask them to turn it off. Okay. So you guys in the front, your phones are going to be in my picture if they're up. Thank you, I'm sorry. All right. I'm going to go back one more. So big
Yeah.
Just a good way to
Right,
celebrate
squeeze
birthday,
together if you can anyway.
And just make sure this is working, which it's not, because now you're all too far away. Try one more thing.
We got another one?
Don't move.
That was a good angle.
Alright, that's a little bit better. Jen, do you want to come down?
Right? Who's missing?
We get one more big round of applause for our students. So if you'd like, with our students, we'll get one more person in here. Again, we're gonna hopefully we'll do this again next year and spread the love. And make sure if you guys can come back and compete, or you can encourage your classmates to compete. And we'll get even more awesome. You guys are the first pioneers, so that means you get even more extra kudos.
Yep. Trailblazers.
All right, everybody, think about quickly. Thumbs up, silly faces, rock on signals. One more, okay?
Uh-oh.
Movie picture.
Scoot in. If you can, scoot in. There you go.
Ready, 1, 2. Are we getting a silly one or?
That's the silly I think is we're gonna get.
Okay, ready, 1, 2, 3.
And
Another one. 1, 2, 3, go. Got it.
we're gonna hand it off to Mr. Martinez Cisneros to close us down.
On behalf of the Monterey Bay CUE, can I have my whole staff come up here? Jonathan, can everybody turn around? You see where the light's at? Jonathan, can you wave to the folks? There we go. So Jonathan Green's one of our board members, but I really have to hand it off to these wonderful folks, especially to Mr. Ben Cogswell, because it's his idea. But what I want to start off with the kids first, right? You guys are our pioneers, and what I mean by that, this is the first time we've ever had this. So 20 years from now, kids sitting in your seats in your schools are going to be looking at this, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, that's my aunt. Oh my gosh, that's my teacher. Oh my gosh, that's our council person. Oh, that's the chief of police. I didn't know she was up there," right? And what you have to remember, part of your job from here on forward is how are you going to empower your colleagues, your other students, your friends, your pals? How teachers who are here, how are you going to empower the other teachers? Because look at who's in the room. If you're a media social outlet, please raise your hand. I want you to look around, right? These people did not have to be here today, but they want to tell your story. And moving here on forward is how are you going to tell your learning story? Like I said, you guys are all of our pioneers here, right? I would love to thank not only all of our sponsors, but also all of the schools, superintendents, teachers, Monterey County Office of Education. Mr. Jason Morgan, please stand up. He's a board member from our mother CUE. And I have to tell you, right, being part of CUE, I've been part of CUE for 25 years now. And this has been our very first, film festival. Like I said, I would love to thank, Mr. Cogswell for being the brainchild of this wonderful thing. But for the rest of you, think about what you need to do here on forward. Next year, we shouldn't just have one room, we should have a larger room than what we currently have now, right? And I want you to think about all the information, all the learning that took place in putting these wonderful videos together. And think about your possibilities for next year, right? Maybe we'll open up an AR one, augmented reality, virtual reality, animation, right? There are so many different elements about storytelling nowadays. We took a great, wonderful picture with a 360 camera. Imagine if you do a 360 of this next time around, right? Make it virtual, make it interactive. But don't stop here. This shouldn't be the one time you attend any of the things. any of these things, put your name into outside film festivals as well. We have one in Gilroy coming up. We have one in Watsonville coming up. We have one in Morgan Hill coming up as well. Put your videos into different film festivals. I am so proud of each and every one of you for doing this, and I know it was a lot of hard work, but think about what you're about to do for next year. Just because you've hit the top, right? You've done this really, really well, but what are you going to do for the following year? I want you to start thinking about that now. How are you going to make whatever you did this year, how are you going to make it better? Because you never stop, right? When it comes to learning, you never stop. The technology tools are going to get better, right? We have a lot of wonderful folks, mayor here of Salina City, and think about what, when we were in school, we never saw anything like this, right? I think about the films that we used to watch, and remember those wonderful DMV ones, right? Those were always fun with the reel going on. And I just want you to think about what are the possibilities about your storytelling. And, on the other note, on it being Earth Day today, right? Each and every one of you had really great topics. But how are we going to continue to do that? We are so fortunate that we live here in Monterey County, that we get to enjoy the wonderful beaches, the wonderful parks that we have here. But how else are we going to get this information out to everyone else? With that, Mr. Cogswell, Andy?
Thank you all very much for coming. You guys did a great job. Teachers, students, you should be very proud of your work.
And with that,
enjoy your Sunday. Remember, celebrate Earth Day.
Oh, okay, now we can